room today who've been kicking around for about 6 hours now without a safety brief. So let me reassure you, there are no planned fire drills today. If it goes off, it's the real thing. We leave through these doors, through the double doors of the James Bay Suite, congregate, not disperse Londoners. And if you're on fire, the lake's that way. Starting with an in-joke, yeah? Controversial. Right, properly then. I want to start off, straight off the bat, by saying that on behalf of my wife and I, we are absolutely honoured and thrilled to have so many of you with us today. So many of our closest friends and family, many of you have travelled, as I said before, from far and wide. We've got people here, obviously lots from London and the south in general, also from France, from the Netherlands, Oman, where's Ahmed? Big respect, bro, that's a proper trip. I'm glad you've already got married. And he's got tickets for the United game, and he actually asked me if I wanted to come. I said, I don't think I can get away with that, mate, to be honest, tomorrow. But no, thanks everyone for being here. Obviously, it makes this day really, really cool for us. We really, really appreciate it, so thank you. Massive thank you too to everyone who's played such a big part in making today happen. So parents, brothers, sisters, best men, grandparents, bridesmaids as well, many, many others. As I said, it's not always easy organising these things when you live in London and you're trying to do something up north. So thank you to everyone who's been so important in making this happen, and we really, really appreciate it. Mums, you look gorgeous. Bridesmaids, you look fantastic. Sammy and Rick, thanks for trying, guys. Classic, guys. Be gentle with me, yeah? Stoke the fire. There are also, obviously, a whole bunch of people who unfortunately can't be with us today. People are very, very important to us in our lives, and they're remembered outside on the memorial tree that I hope you've seen. So I'd like to propose, if I can, the first toast of the night tonight to all those we miss and remember right now. Cheers. All right, so Catherine. Here we go. I think everyone will agree that you look incredible today, and so many people have said so many things. The moment that you walked down that aisle earlier was literally the proudest moment of my life. I properly fluked it with you, didn't I? Let's be honest. I think, thanks for your support, mate. I think I'll tell a little story. I think it was Rick, one of my best men, who said the other day, I was recounting to him, I'd been in the spa over at the Mirror, and I'd seen and I'd seen a fella there, this great, big, hairy, gripper fella, walking around with a girl about quarter of his size and half his age, and I said to Rick, it makes you wonder, doesn't it, how a fella like that gets a girl like that? And he just looked at me dead in the eyes and went, yeah, mate. And I think that probably sums it up better than I can. I am incredibly lucky to have you, Catherine. I know exactly how lucky that I am. And right now, basically, I just feel like the luckiest guy around, so thank you for everything. I'm not going to waffle on for too long, but I'm going to give you a quick lesson in history here. So, I first met Mrs. King 10 years ago in one of the Northwest's prettiest and most picturesque towns, Wythenshawe. We were temps back then. We were working in shell recruitment at the old Rollins Way House office, sadly deceased. And despite not working closely together, we always hit it off. Over cigarette breaks in the smoking courtyard, with lots of other people here today. I can see many of you over in the back there, Pabs, Daria, Julie, Nina. Great to have you all here. We always had good banter, but for a long time it was destined never to be any more than that. I remember the first time a part of my heart melted for her when she sent an email round to the office near to Christmas time asking for people to donate any unwanted toys that they had to a children's home that she volunteered at. For kids who've been separated from their parents for whatever reason, she'd go along to play with them, help to educate them a bit, give them somebody to have a bit of a relationship with, and I just thought that was fantastic. You know, I read the email and I just thought, what an incredible person. We went off to B&M Bargains in Wythenshawe, and we bought a load of presents together, didn't we? For her. A few weeks after that, we went for a drink together on Christmas Eve in the Griffin, up in Bowden. She asked for 2 double vodka and cranberries. I went up to the bar, and it was about 10 deep. I queued for 20 minutes, didn't have any cranberries, so I came back with 2 double vodka and lemonade. She didn't want that. So I went back and queued for about another 20-30 minutes to get her a couple of double vodka and coke. By that time I'd been away from her for so long, it never really picked up after that. I think you ended up getting picked up by an ex-boyfriend, didn't you, that night? I'd been thinking, I'm in here up until that point. So, not long after that, she moves to London, me and her start seeing different people, we don't speak for a couple of years, and then I get a job with Shell down in London a few years later. I was thinking by that point, that was that, you know. So it turns out not. So lesson for your kids there about the long game. Where's Harrison? Don't burn your bridges, mate. Keep it sweet. So when I moved down to London, she was moving out around the time that I was, her next door neighbour was moving out. I ended up moving in next door to her. We lived for a few months like students, hopping over an adjacent balcony. And a few months later, we ended up getting together. And the rest, as they say, is history. What followed Catherine was 5 years of really fun times, big memories, endless laughter, bumps in the road, but always the most awesome chemistry and love. And that's why we've ended up stood here today, I think. I remember one of the first times that I really knew that me and you were going to be something special was 6 months after we started going out. We went to Glastonbury together. Now, I'm no Coldplay fan, but we stood there and we watched Coldplay finish their set, Fix You, the fireworks going up. It was pretty magic, and I thought we might just have something here. So it was really, really special, I think, that you walked down the aisle to that song today. I think it meant all the right things. Let's forget the fact that I drunk a bottle of Jägermeister that night to keep warm. You virtually had to carry me back to the tent, and I passed out immediately, popped the blow-up mattress and elbowed you in the face in my sleep. It was still special. Many, many happy memories since then, as many of the pictures dotted around the room earlier showed. Krakow, India, taking you to Liverpool games, watching the election in Westminster, New Year's Eve on the embankment, meals out, nights in, whatever. We've always had such a laugh, and I honestly can't wait to create many, many more memories with you, starting with this evening and next week in Vienna. Thank you, Catherine King, for being my mate and for always knowing how to make me smile. Thanks for your endless support. You're an incredible person. I'm incredibly lucky, and here's hoping for an incredible future together. One more thing. Late addition to the speech. One of the things that I love about Catherine is that in the last 18 months she's got really into her boxing. Yeah. We watched the Tyson Fury Klitschko fight last year. He was from Manchester. She got really, really into it. We ended up a few weeks later watching the Anthony Joshua fight. I can't remember who he was fighting. And when she saw him walk out, I think she wondered whether or not he was the one to be marrying rather than me. So, instant Anthony Joshua fan. So, he's fighting tonight in a few hours in Manchester. So I thought I'd try and take the opportunity to just hook up with him and tell him, hands off. When he popped into the spa at the Mere yesterday for a quick train in the afternoon. So, here is a little card from Anthony Joshua to you to say all the best for your wedding. Says, you probably can't read it, says, to Catherine, an amazing and godly deed you're about to embark on. Best wishes, Anthony Joshua. How lucky is that, right? Day before. So, let's finish it. I think it's fair to say 2016 has been a properly shitty year, hasn't it? Brexit, Trump, Bowie, Prince. It's been one that we all want to sweep under the carpet, I think, and hope for better next year. As I said, it's been awesome to have you all here today. I sincerely hope that you will all join Catherine and I in showing a massive middle finger to 2016 and having a good old party tonight to see it out in the right way. So, crack out your boozy favours, and if you're under the age of 40 and got creme de menthe, take it as an opportunity to introduce yourself to somebody over the age of 60 for swapsies, because they're probably sat there with Cherry Bakewell vodka. Londoners, we talk to strangers up here. It's one night, you'll just have to deal with it. So, in closing, I would like to introduce my best men, but just to keep them sweet before I do, I want to say, lads, thanks ever so much for everything you've done. Your support has been fantastic over the last few weeks. Little present for each of you. I thought I'd just try and soften whatever's about to come. So without further ado, let me introduce to you best man number 1, Rick Lee.